Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw, and I'm here with familiar face, if you've been watching us, Chris Austin, who is the President North America for Explora Journeys. Now, we've interviewed Chris a lot over the years, last year when he had a new ship, and now he has another new ship. So we're going to talk to him about that, where it's going, what's the difference in it at all, and you're going to find out all about that and more on Insider Travel Report. Chris, first of all, great to see you. We're actually at the Signature Travel Conference, but we thought we'd take this time because your ship is coming out soon, right?
She absolutely is, James. It's good to see you, and it's good to see everybody, and thank you for tuning in, actually, today to listen to our little update, so I appreciate it.
Okay, so it is an update. So this is the second ship, and when is it going to launch?
We are launching, actually, with our first maiden journey, ladies and gentlemen, on September the 16th this year. We're going to be sailing from Rome on our maiden journey through to Tarragona in Spain.
So this gives you a little more, ability to go elsewhere in this. And so what does this give you the ability to do?
Well, actually, a great question. So, of course, when you launch a brand new brand, you launch with one ship, and that means we're only offering one destination at a time. We, of course, are focused on the very popular destinations of the Mediterranean and the Caribbean, and we're going to be doing that by adding our second ship as well. But we'll have two ships in the Mediterranean, so we'll be able to offer the Western and the Eastern Mediterranean at the same time. And, of course, in the Caribbean, we'll offer two different types of itineraries this winter and into 2025 as well, with ship 1 and 2 in the Caribbean also. So one of the pillars of the brand, James, we've talked about this before, is choice. And therefore we're offering more choices with the destinations we offer. Of course, we're not moving away from that core belief that we need to offer slower journeys, more immersive journeys, ladies and gentlemen. Overnights, where appropriate, obviously in the Mediterranean, we can really offer some wonderful overnights, of course, but longer stays in port as well. So finding these off-the-beaten-track destinations and staying a little later, maybe, arriving at 8 o'clock and leaving at maybe 10 p.m., arriving at 10 a.m., leaving at 8 p.m., or whatever works, obviously, but a longer time in ports. Focused around easy access. So when you think of the Mediterranean, think of in the Eastern Med, Athens, Istanbul, of course, Venice being a turn port, and then Rome, Barcelona, etc.
Sounds amazing. No, absolutely. Now, I know that you're making some changes to the dining a little bit. Not too many, but there's one for your marquee restaurant. There's a little change there, right?
Yes, there is actually. And Explorer 2 is really going to be identical to Explorer 1. There's a few little changes. Anybody who's been on Explorer 1 and comes on Explorer 2 may see a little slight change in, for example, the Journeys Lounge, and it may just be for ease of guest flow or something like that, ease of operation. But yes, in the Anthology restaurant, we've actually had 3 Michelin-awarded chefs operating Anthology on Explorer 1. Right. We're now transitioning to a wonderful, very elevated Italian-focused menu.
Which is from your corporate chef, the big guy. Right, yeah.
From Frank Garangier.
It was amazing.
Thank you, James. He really is. He really is. And actually, why are we doing this? Because the brand, from day one, has the art of listening. And our guests have been saying to us, actually, we love Anthology, we love that you had the Michelin star chefs, but actually, we'd love a real Italian experience, an elevated Italian menu. So we're going to be doing that. We already started on Explorer 1, so it'll be repeated on Explorer 2, James, and guests will be able to enjoy that. Of course, we've got 5 other restaurants, and all of our restaurants really operate just as if they're in a luxury hotel or resort in a city as well around the world.
Yeah, and you have sort of unique entertainment too that I found very interesting. It's not you have to race down to get to the performance because the entertainment kind of goes with the flow, right?
It really does. We look for our entertainment to be at the right time and the right vibe. And actually, again, this is a great example actually of the art of listening, because we did get feedback, and we love the feedback. After all, there's a brand new brand with a vision of our family owners, the Aponte Vargo family. We're headquartered in Europe, in Geneva. We've got that gold thread of Swiss luxury running through the brand. We asked and surveyed 20,000 affluent travelers what they'd want in a brand new brand, and we designed our brand around all of that input. But, of course, once you launch, you then have to continue listening, which means you have to have the art of taking action as well. And actually, there was some feedback around entertainment, so we've actually refined, and one of our senior colleagues in Geneva has done a tremendous job. We relaunched entertainment on July the 5th this year, actually, on Explora 1. We have 14 days of entertainment, so nothing repeated in 14 days. So any guest that's on for a combination journey of 14 days, etc., will not hear or see the same show or hear the same sort of event, take place during their journey. Then, of course, we'll repeat. We are still the official partners of Steinway. We have our beautiful 3 Steinway Spirio pianos. We have our guest artists coming to play those. We activate lots of areas of the ship, so you will find multiple entertainment offered across the ship at different times. And some of it will seem quite spontaneous, and of course some of it is planned as per the program of the day. Yes, and some of it is going to be influenced by the destinations where we are, so you get that cultural influence, perhaps bringing on some guest artists from the destination that we're sailing in.
Now, obviously you've learned from the first ship, and you're using some of those learnings with the new one, right?
We are. I mean, there's little changing, to be very honest with you. We received such positive feedback around the space that the ship has. We're really making no changes to our suites, though we still have the largest lead-in suite in the industry at 377 square feet. You may not know, ladies and gentlemen, but our average size suite actually across both Explora 1 and Explora 2 is 470 square feet. So that's a very, very large, obviously, suite for your guests to enjoy. The choices really are the same. We'll have those beautiful 4 pools. We're making actually a little change with our adult-only pool area called the Helios Pool, and the only change I speak of is actually we're partnering with a wonderful Italian outdoor high-end furnishing company called Unipew, and they are doing the residential sort of outdoor furnishings in the Helios Pool for our adult-only pool there. You may, as I say, see a little change here and there, maybe in the wellness area of our spa, just little changes, and of course we're welcoming the very first Buccellati boutique at sea as well. So that's going to be beautiful. I think our ladies, our female guests will actually love that. Beautiful high-end Italian jewelry.
I think they will love that, absolutely. Now, any other major changes at all to the ship, or pretty much really the same, right?
Yeah, really the same. I mean, we have received such incredible testimonials. Travel and Leisure actually voted Explora 1 the best new ship launched in 2023, and Condé Nast put us on their hot list as well. So we really have had tremendous feedback from guests. We have incredibly high NPS scores, Net Promoter scores, and every single week actually I get emails from both travel advisors and guests saying, Chris, this is a tremendous experience. You seriously have created a category of one, a unique experience that's sailing the oceans of our world.
Well, we saw it the very first cruise, and it was all but perfect. It really was. It was really amazing for a cruise at that stage, and and when it wasn't, they figured it out. So it's like that. So it really is amazing how you've done this. But and obviously this is the second ship. And how many more do you have after this?
Well, we've committed to 6 ships by 2028. So ships, the third ship will actually come out in 2026 in the summer period there. This, of course, will allow us to offer more destinations. Now, we will be launching those destinations, those itineraries, actually later, the back end of this fourth quarter. So you'll be able to start to book your clients into more than just the Mediterranean or the Caribbean. But remember, a little tip actually, James, I've got to our travel advisors: when your clients say, but I've been to the Caribbean or I've been to the Mediterranean, you need to answer and say, but you haven't been with Explora Journeys, because we are more of a boutique, ultra-luxury hotel whose home is the ocean. We deliver a completely different type of experience, transformative, of course, taking your clients to many off-the-beaten-path destinations around the world. Ships 3 and 4, James, back to your question, they'll be a little bit longer. 60 feet, because we're actually shifting to LNG power, so some very smart people, smarter than me, have worked out the amount of space we need for the battery packs. But you know what? We're optimizing that space, not maximizing it. And what do I mean by that? We're not going to increase our guest count. That's very important. So we have the most spacious ship, of course, for our guests, and we'll still be around that 460 all ocean front all-suite ship, obviously sailing.
And how many guests for the new one?
Well, we actually don't like to talk about guests, really, because, no, it's okay, James. I'm actually playing with him, ladies and gentlemen, here, because, you'd never ask a hotel general manager how many people sleep in their hotel, would you? But I'll answer his question, yes. So our lower berth capacity on Explora 1 and 2 is 922 guests. Okay. But do think we're 461 oceanfront suites, beautiful terraces, deep cushion Italian day beds and dining tables. And of course, the reason I don't want to speak necessarily about how many guests is solos are a very important category today. So we're never going to fill all of our lower berths, right. Yes, and we don't actually really want to. Again, back to that hotel analogy, we've designed the brand very much through the lens of true hospitality, and no hotel actually writes a budget to fill their ship 100% every single day of the year. No,
absolutely, and I know that as well. You used to say 104%. I know how can you do that? But anything else you want to tell our travel advisors about Explora 2?
Well, actually, both Explora 2 and Explora 1. You know what I'm going to say? We have space. Now, I've talked to you about space for your guests on board with the largest suite and obviously all the outdoor deck area, the 4 pools, etc. I could keep talking about that. But when I say we have space, I also want to tell you all we're not ashamed to tell you we have space for your bookings, which makes us the easiest sale at the moment. Because you could spend a lot of time researching, trying to find a suite, trying to find a hotel room, but actually with us, you don't even need to research. We're not ashamed of this. We're 1 year old. 1 year old. So of course we have
pretty
space.
Amazing. Yeah,
we have space. So think of festive, think of New Year, and we're ready. Our hosts are, full of their smiles and the passion to deliver an exceptional experience to all your clients. So again, we're the easiest sale currently. We're winning awards, and we have fantastic testimonials from both advisors and guests who are sailing with us. So, James, we look forward to supporting all travel advisors and welcoming their clients.
Well, I really am looking forward to getting back on Explora 2 or on Explora 2 and back on Explora 1. It's an amazing ship. And the first one I thought was over the top. Thank you. And it's just, this one is even going to be more over the top if that's possible. But good luck with the ship. Good luck with all the things you're doing with Explora 2.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all of our travel advisors. You cannot launch a brand and take a huge risk in launching a brand without the support of our travel advisor community. So we're here, we're supporting you, we pay very high commissions, of course we have no NCFs, so let's grow our partnership together. You can count on me, you can count on our North America commercial sales organization. They're passionate, consultative sellers ready to support you. And so thank you very much, James, for this opportunity to again give you a brief update. Thank you very much, everybody.
Well, thank you, Chris. And so it's September what day?
September the 16th.
September the 6th, Maiden Journey, and you'll see it on Insider Travel Report. Again, Chris, great to catch up with you here. Great to get all the latest information on Explora 2.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, everybody.
I'm James Schillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.